So you got your makeup done. Now it's time to remove it. How could you do it? There's many ways you could do it. I'm gonna show you the way that I've been doing it recently. It has been working, but as everything, my skin, you know, shows me otherwise. I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician, just me showing you what I do to remove my makeup. You know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, so first things, I'm gonna wash my hands. If you have your nails long, clean underneath. Nothing should be stuck there. Dry your hands. Now, this is the makeup, right? That's how I look up close. That's how I look far. That's my hair in the back. This is the Bioderma Soothing Makeup Remover Cleansing Oil. So I'm gonna use this to melt all the makeup. I was noticing that with the way I was just washing my face before, it wasn't really removing all the makeup. And I think that's one of the reasons why my skin just kept breaking out over and over. So I just got a few tweaks. This is number one. Now I double cleanse with this. So you're gonna get in your hand. I use 2 pumps because when I use 1 pump, I feel like it did nothing. And I'm gonna just put it on my hands. Right? Activate all the powers. And you just go straight to it. And go in the hairline and the ears. Because I know I put makeup there. And that's what I was also breaking out here. And before I emulsify this product, I just try to get everything out. If you go in your eyes, you're gonna do these circle motions. Instead of this, do this. Now, if you have another way that you wash your face, that's great. I'm happy that you're washing your face. So now I'm gonna just get water to emulsify the product. Now, I'm still learning. Maybe in a month, or maybe who knows when, I'm gonna be like, nah, never mind. Okay. This is how we're looking at this moment. Now, you wanna hear something funny? I got ready to go out to a birthday party. And I was gonna drive because I said, I am tired. I've been working since early today. I had multiple clients throughout the day. I'm very happy for it, but I'm exhausted. So I'm like, let me watch Colombian playing tonight as I'm getting ready. I'm gonna watch it at home. And then I'm just gonna head out. I'm gonna drive. Because for where I am in Astoria to where it was in Brooklyn, I was like, I'm not trying to spend over $100 on Uber. And the train is gonna take a whole hour and I could get there. But then coming back, I was like, we're driving. And then I parked right in front of the apartment. And the guy that was there when I parked left, and another one came in, and that one parked very close to the car. And I know I was gonna scratch it, like I usually do it. So I just came back home and removed my makeup. Anyway, we're gonna get now the second face wash. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost one. Well, you know what? This one, honestly, I'm not crazy about it. I was using the Roche-Posay. I've used 2 of them. I've used the hydrating, I don't know the name, but I was using La Roche-Posay before. I felt how it really got all the makeup out. So anyway, I'm gonna use this one. In the crevices, remove it. You know, like that. So, yeah, like this. No, don't poke it, Okay. Okay, and now we rinse. And now we're gonna dry our face. Yeah, and you gotta go all the way to the hairline. I have a blow dry, but still, it's like, I rather messed up my blow dry a bit. And I know it's easier to say than do it, but I rather that just have residual makeup here and notice that the day before it has happened. Okay, so then I'm just gonna get a Q-tip. You see, there's always residues. I got this, it's called Peacemaker, Sunday Riley. I've been on dermatological treatments for years, since 16 years old, 15 years old. And there's things that have worked, there's things that have worked long term, there's things that have worked short term, there's things that don't work at all. I practice holistic medicine, so I try to go for the root cause instead of the symptom. The acne is the symptom. The root cause is what I'm trying to work on. I am working on it. I do have a reason for it. It's a whole medical history about it, which is why I feel I'm the only one that has the authority to talk about my skin like this, because as somebody that has dealt with acne, people telling me, have you tried doing this? Have you considered doing that? You shouldn't do. you don't know what I've done. You don't know what I haven't done. You don't know what works for me. You don't know what doesn't. Only a dermatologist can have an opinion about my skin if I ask for it, or medical advice rather. Besides that, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't just. And then I get one pump. And this is a serum. It has also helped me with my chest, because these were not healing. Like, nothing was working for this. So for that one, I get an even smaller pea size, and I'm just gonna. And then after this is dry, I go and apply moisturizer. This is my everyday moisturizer, day and night. Because if you use any type of active ingredient, especially for acne, I have learned that it can be harmful to go out when the sun is out and not wear sunscreen. That's gonna leave you marks. That has left me marks, and that's why I became very anal with my sunscreen. It's like you gotta use sunscreen. Either way, use your sunscreen and be patient. Be patient. Your skin is also like talking to you. I did have acupuncture a few days ago, and we're working some things, basically grief. So it just pops here, and I'm okay with that. I used to get embarrassed because I had acne, and now I'm like, I don't even say I struggle with acne. Like, struggle, like, I don't struggle. I have acne, but it's not a struggle. I do what I can. I keep my brushes clean. I keep my makeup clean. I try not to pick my skin. I try to do all the right things that have been recommended to me. When I was on spironolactone for over, that was over 2 years, and my skin was completely cleared, like cleared. But the side effects they were not cool. Like, one of them was, it lowered my blood pressure, and so I will need to constantly be snacking so I didn't feel dizzy. And that wasn't cool, because the second I felt my blood pressure lowering, I remember being like, somebody hand me a snack. It was awful. Like, I really could feel like I could just, like, I stopped it. And it's not because I decided to stop like cold turkey. There was an issue with my prescription, and then they changed providers, and then I tried calling so I could get my prescription renewed, but then they were like, no, you gotta call this other number. I called the other number, nobody was answering. I was like, okay, whatever. And that's why I switched to Curology. But Curology, they didn't want to prescribe me spironolactone. I was taking 200 milligrams. They were like, no, we only do 100. And I told her, I've used 100 milligrams, like I use it for this time and this time, and it didn't work. That's why we put it to 200. They said, no, we only prescribe to 100, whatever, just give me the topical cream. She did that, and it didn't work out. So I'm gonna moisturize now. I'm gonna keep observing, because there's other factors that can, make your acne just get worse. But that's it. This is how I've been cleaning my face lately, to make sure I don't have any residue of makeup, to make sure that the active ingredients actually get into the pores, instead of what I was doing before when I wasn't cleaning my skin properly, because of the face cleanser. And that one has lasted me a while. I'm not against it. It's just, it needed something else. It needed something extra. Wait, let me just look better so I can say bye. This is how I look when I go to bed. So it's like, I need to cut it though. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.